Almost every single arm wrestling fan considers Denis Siplenkov as one of the top 3 left-handed arm wrestlers of all time. But most fans consider him as the left-handed GOAT. So let's see what Denis has to say about this upcoming Vitaly vs Alijan left arm super heavyweight title match, which many fans are considering as the biggest left arm match of all time. I think Alijan has to be the favorite. He looked extremely convincing against Artyom Morozov. He's incredibly disciplined and right now he's hungry to win. A hungry lion is always more dangerous than a well-fed one. Vitaly still has time to improve and strengthen his weak points, so I hope we'll see an incredible battle between the two great champions. May the stronger man win. And Denis clearly thinks that Alijan is the stronger man. Although Alijan has never lost a single round at East vs West or King of the Table, but still, before the Morozov match, not many fans really believed that he could be a threat to Vitaly Laletin. But after seeing how easily he destroyed Morozov and then comparing that match with Vitaly vs Morozov match, now many fans have genuinely started believing that Alijan may be the guy.
And now I understand. Now I understand. There might be a big problem for Vitaly. That might be the guy. That might be the guy. I have no idea now. I don't know at all anymore. I have no idea what that match is going to look like.
We'll talk more about this match, but let's discuss some other news topics before that. Larry Wheels uploaded an older video where he arm wrestled Devin Larratt for the first time, and in the comment section, Devin is asking Larry to come back to arm wrestling once again, which Larry isn't going to do because, as he has said many times, he's too scared to arm wrestle that he might break his arm or he might break someone else's arm one more time. That's why it's a big no from Larry. Zurav Tavbaridze posted a story doing some slow, controlled, full range of motion, shoulder press, 100 kilos for 8 reps. How is this even possible? Someone explain this to me. That's more than his body weight. Really insane level of strength. In the video that he posted there, he's doing some tricep presses on the pulley and then some doing hooking side pressure. Looks like he's trying to strengthen his joints so that they don't break again. So far, Zurav has been unlucky, not only because of his arm break injury, but because of the style of opponents that he has faced. If we go back and watch all of his matches, except for maybe 1 or 2 arm wrestlers, he has faced a top roller every single time. And when you look at Zurav, he's built for hooking. He's not getting any hook arm wrestlers. But this time on August 1st, in his own country, he will be facing a hooker, Ryan Ballinger. So this time he will actually enjoy arm wrestling because he will get to arm wrestle the way he wants to arm wrestle. And it is going to be really difficult to beat Zurav in his own game. Daniel Prokopchuk uploaded some 2-arm work with a much bigger guy. Really impressive stuff once again. And he wrote hard training for East vs West 25. So Daniel will defend his 77 kg left arm world title against Vashagan. Many people may have already forgotten that Daniel Prokopchuk is still an East vs West world champion because we haven't really seen any matches in that left-handed category. Daniel Prokopchuk may very well be unbeatable at this weight, but it is yet to be proven because of lack of opportunities. Let's see if he really is unbeatable. Coach Ray called this Vitaly vs Alijan match as the biggest match of the decade. Robert Baxter disagreed. He believes that this is not the biggest match of the decade. It is the biggest left-handed match in the entire world ever. Because yes, the Denis vs Devin match, there was a big hype behind that match. But as per Robert, everyone knew that Denis is going to steamroll Devin Larratt. So it wasn't close. In that way, it wasn't that exciting. Vitaly said that his training is going really well. His preparation is on schedule. He continues working towards his goal. His only complaint is that he doesn't really like to train during the summers. He doesn't enjoy the summers. He has many other responsibilities and he has many other things to do. Winter is easier for him because he has fewer outside commitments. So he likes to train in cool weather. That's basically what he was saying. Some fans may call it an excuse. I'm not sure about that. And yes, when both of these arm wrestlers were asked whether they agree if this is the biggest match in the entire world or not, they kind of agreed with that thought. They believe that this match is going to be extremely high level. Stylistically, it's a fascinating one. It's going to hold some historical significance, and it is going to be a genuinely competitive match. None of the arm wrestlers are saying that they are going to easily destroy the other one. And if I'm being honest, these two may have taken the level of arm wrestling to a completely different level on the left arm, which we have never seen before. I could totally see this version of Alijan holding prime Denis Siplankov in a hook in a center and exhausting him in a 1 minute long battle. And then in the later rounds, looking him into the eyes, trash talking him, and then flash pinning him. Alijan believes that just the fact that he has been given this title match opportunity, it shows to everyone that he does have a chance to win this match. Vitaly believes that Alijan is clearly the most worthy opponent. He is truly the number 2 guy in the world as of now. Vitaly has already faced guys like Morozov and Devon Larratt, and none of the other remaining guys are as strong as Alijan Muratov. So based on his experience right now, Alijan is the only person in this world who can actually give a good match to Vitaly. Alijan is weighing about 108 kilos as of now. Vitaly is over 140. So there is a big difference, and Vitaly is about 9 or 10 inches taller than Alijan. So huge size difference between these two. But there is a reason why Alijan is known as the Giant Slayer. Alijan believes that he likes to stay at that weight. He doesn't want to get too heavy because he doesn't believe that that extra weight gives you any kind of transferable strength on the table. He rejects the idea that if you gain a lot of weight, you automatically become stronger. He doesn't think it happens like that. For him, the key factor is how the training is performed, how efficiently strength is developed, and how much of that ability can be transferred to the table. When Robert Baxter asked Alijan his training secrets, how he got so strong at such a lightweight, Alijan simply refused to reveal those secrets. And I mean, why would he? If he has genuinely discovered some secret method of training that is giving him these results, why would he let that out in the open world for others to copy and get strong as well? The big question was, can Alijan hook Vitaly? So outside of straps, I don't think anyone thinks that Alijan can do that. I think it will be a big problem for Alijan to even slip against Vitaly. Yes, Alijan's hand is really thick, but Vitaly is the master of grip strength. And that much size difference, Vitaly may be able to hold on to Alijan and even pin him without the strap. I won't be surprised, because even against some other less stronger guys, we have seen Alijan have to flop his wrist back and go for a slip that way. That thing won't work against Vitaly. Vitaly believes that in the strap, there is a possibility that the match can stay somewhere in a partial top roll and in a partial hook. So none of the athletes get what they want. And at that time, it will depend on who got a better start. They both are equally explosive, equally fast. So the timing of the go is going to matter a lot in this match. Vitaly believes that if an arm wrestler is really powerful, there is a big strength gap, the grip can dramatically affect the ability to start correctly. He talked about Devon Larratt's arm wrestling style. Vitaly said that when Devon stood at the table against him, the grip was not particularly comfortable for Vitaly. Devon was manipulating the setup pretty well. Devon knows how to do his stuff. And that's why Vitaly, even though being much faster than Devon, didn't really start that fast against Devon. When Robert called Alijan the John Brzenk of left-handed category, there was a good conversation brought up by Coach Ray that as of now, Alijan is the Devon Larratt of left arm, because Devon had also won a couple of titles in 105 and 115 kg category, and then he went on to challenge the super heavyweight champion. And that's exactly what Alijan is doing right now. Devon is also number 2 in super heavyweight. Alijan is also number 2 in the super heavyweight division. And they both have won both of their titles pretty convincingly without much trouble. And it is genuinely considered that they have no competition in the lighter weight categories. So the things are very similar for both of them. Alijan believes that there is no point in trying to arm wrestle like John Brzenk. When Robert said that John also used the path of least resistance, just like Alijan mentioned, but occasionally he liked to go in his opponent's power. Alijan said that it is not possible at this level now, and I do agree with him. Maybe in the last round these things make sense when Alijan starts top rolling Vitaly. But in this match, I genuinely believe we don't really know where the match is going. I would say that top rolling Vitaly is kind of easier than hooking him. So I won't be surprised if Alijan is going for a top roll all of a sudden. Then will we say that Alijan beat Vitali in Vitali's strength? We'll have to wait and find out. Use code Pradeep to purchase the pay-per-view. Like the video. I'll see you again.